Stop the Melt campaign. Officially kicks off in June, but we're doing it a little bit early. The official kickoff is in June. I'm going to explain. I had a nice conversation with Michael from Pimbex last night. We talked about it in half an hour on the phone. They're fully on board with this. I think you folks are going to be very, very happy what this channel is going to offer you all in the month of June. This is a huge month for me as well. June 12th is my official 1-year anniversary of making YouTube videos myself, not on another channel. I started June 12th myself. We got that to cover. We also got to cover Females International Stacking Day. That happens June 14th officially. I'm going to reclaim from where you heard that before. That was my idea. I'm going to reclaim it. And we're going to talk about that as well. Help me, folks, with the thumbs up. Share these videos out. Let's support each other. Stop the Melt campaign. We're going to get into the video right now. There's a lot to cover. Let's get into it. Talked to Michael from Pimbex last night. He knows I'm very passionate about 90% silver, along with Brian, the two owners that own Pimbex. We are coming up with some deals for the audience of 90% silver all month long for June. I know exactly. I gave him some ideas, and they're going to toss some ideas around. I'll let you guys know as we move forward the next couple of days where we're looking at for deals. I think there'll be weekly deals for certain categories in 90% silver. I think that's where they're going to finally land. I can't bring you all the details yet. They're still crossing their T's, dotting their I's. And we're going to be doing another giveaway as well. I'm going to explain that in a little bit here. So make sure you are subscribed, because that would be one of the rules to sign up for the giveaway. Look, stop the melt. This is our history. When you buy from Pimbex, they don't send it off to melt. If they get too much inventory, they send it back to the wholesaler folks. They're not melting it down. There are other ways to stop the melt. To any coin shop out there, and I know there's quite a few out there. If you're listening to this video, call Pimbex up. They'll place a bid on it. You know, don't like the bid, you don't have to sell it to them. That's all. Give them an opportunity to put a bid on your item. And I'm talking bulk lots, small lots even. You know, they were willing to buy it back. So, before we send it off to the melting down our history, give them a chance. No, give them a chance to take it from your hands, put a bid on it. You like the price? Sell it. Look, this really is one of my biggest passions of the coin world altogether. It's one of my biggest passions around. It just burns my behind. There are a couple of things that burns my behind when it comes to silver and gold. Burning it down, and I'm also talking pre-33 gold too. That gets a lot melted down too. I don't mean to leave that out, but I don't stack gold, and I know there's a lot of people like the pre-33 gold. I'm talking about that as well as our history. So 90% silver, pre-33 gold. I'm not trying to leave anybody out with that as well. I support not to melt the pre-33 gold down as well. But when it comes to my three irks, I would say, burns my behind, I would say, is melting down our history, people getting fake merchandise, which I have an update in 1 second here, and people taking full advantage of paying too much. Those are my three gripes. when it comes to either collecting silver and gold, stacking silver and gold, whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it. Those are my three biggest gripes. I do have some good news. The viewer who bought the Whatnot coin, I didn't quite say it like this to him. I'm going to clean up the language how I said it to him in an email. But I basically told him to open a can of worms. And I didn't quite put it that way. But I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes you have to open a can of worms. Stand up for you. Stand up for yourselves. Don't put in that little bit of extra work. Get what is due to you. If you come across a fake coin, either from Whatnot, eBay, Etsy, stand up. Complain about it. You know, this seller on Whatnot should be ashamed of themselves. That it had to go through this process and said, okay, I'm sorry I made a mistake. Just send me the coin back. Here's your shipping label. That would have been the easiest way to handle it. Instead of having to call Whatnot, instead of having to call the credit card company and make a dispute with the credit card company. Look, you guys have options if you come across fakes. Especially if you put it on a credit card. You got the dispute form. You can call the credit card company up and file a dispute with them as well. Let them investigate it. Show them the proof of what you've done. Show them the Sigma readings. If you're double checking it at the coin shop, ask the coin shop, do you mind if I take a picture of this? I got to open a dispute. Most coin shops don't care if you take a picture of it. Just ask them though. You know, that gives you more proof. If you got the ping test on your phone, it's a free app. Works for Android or Apple. Coin ping test. Free app. Take a screenshot. Use that as proof. Use all your contact information that you have reached out to these companies themselves. And they're not willing to help you out. If they were not willing to help you out, just tell me you're going to file a dispute on your credit card. And whoever that credit card company is, we'll call that company. Let them open the can of worms too. But you're going to be the first one who opens the can of worms. So yes, we are going to be doing a giveaway. So I will let you guys know before we talk about the giveaway. I'll let you guys know exactly what the final outcome is with this person who had the fake coin. And I'm glad I was able to help this guy out. And he's thanked me several times. You know, that's great. I mean, I'm happy to help. I am helping to help anybody out with a fake coin, how to handle it, any problems on eBay. I'm more of a, I don't want to call myself an expert because that's not going to be the right word at all. But I know eBay very, very well, how to handle stuff on eBay especially. And that's I've been doing it for 9 years on eBay. I have 100% feedback. And I've had a handful of experiences, stuff on eBay. I'm here to help you folks. I am here to help anybody that wants my help. Stand up for yourselves. Don't just say ignore it, it's not worth the time. It may not be worth the time. But why let someone get away selling you fake merchandise and not say nothing else? It might just take you a couple hours. It might take you less. It might take you a few more. But at the end of the day, you're going to get your money back. So thank you to that viewer that's reached out to me for keeping me updated. I'm going to keep you, the viewers, updated as well when he gets his money back. Because he will be updating me when he gets his money back. Let's stop the melt. Put it in the comments, my friends. Share this video out. Like the video. If you're interested in any type of silver, gold, platinum, or silver, reach out to channel sponsor Pinbacks. If you have a problem getting, if the phone keeps ringing, they're probably busy online. Not a good option is, I've asked Michael this already too. If you are having trouble getting through on the phones with them, there's an email section right there on their webpage. Put your first name, put your phone number in the email, and say, please call me back when you have a chance. They will call you back. That's one way to get through quicker. They are very, very supportive with the email system as well. So if you are having trouble getting through, email them. First name, phone number, say I would like to place an order. CoinShop Chris sent me, or whatever. Or you can wait to tell them CoinShop Chris sent you after the Michael O'Brien or their team calls you back. Giveaways coming up. We'll be doing this giveaway on July 4th. Okay? I know PinMax is going to be sending me something else. I'm not going to disclose that yet. But I think you're going to be very, very happy. But what I will disclose, what I am going to be giving away with that giveaway is going to be one winner on the giveaway. I'll probably be doing the giveaway video about 10 days before July 4th. That will give you everybody an ample amount of time to enter the giveaway. We're going to do a little bit of shorter window on this giveaway. I am only including $3 in face of 90% silver hats. You're going to get 2 Walkins, 2 Franklins, and 2 1964 Kennedy half dollars. And that PinMax will be sending me something else. Not ready to disclose that yet. But like I said, you will be very, very happy with this giveaway. So you must be subscribed. So if you're not yet subscribed, it's a good time to subscribe right now. Let's keep up the campaign. No, I'm not going to make no t-shirts, no hats, no poker chips. Stop the giveaway. Not stop the giveaway. The campaign for the Stop the Melt campaign. So let me repeat that. I'm not going to make poker chips or t-shirts or hats for the campaign for the Stop the Melt campaign. I'm not here to try to sell you anything. If you want to do that on your own, feel free to use that slogan on your own. Make your own t-shirts, make your own hats. If that's what you want to do, I'm absolutely fine with that. But I am not going to sell you something. You know what? I wouldn't buy it myself. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. If I created something like that, I would have to buy it myself. I wouldn't buy it. By the time you pay the cost of the item through these companies, and the quality is probably not very good to begin with, to a lot of these online companies like that, no, I'm not going to risk it. So if you want to make your own stuff, Stop the Melt campaign, go right ahead. You have my full permission to. We'll make that very, very clear. Also want to talk about, I'm reclaiming my title to Women's Females National Stacker Day. I was with another YouTuber creator. Many of you know who he is. Please don't say his name. Okay? That's all I ask. You know, I'm not here to give bad will to anybody. I wish this person very, very the best of luck. But we have moved on. We moved on to our separate ways with that. But I came up with the slogan 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. On June 14th. National Female Stackers Day. And the reason why I came up with that. This used to be a hobby for collecting. It's re-evolved into stacking. And I wish there was more female stackers out there. I really wish there was. But the way I see the problem is, a lot of females think it's still a guy's hobby. And we got to try to change that. Now we got about 10% females on this channel. And I thank you to everybody who watches this channel. But we do need more females in the stacking community. And I love it when the females come in with their husbands And the husbands don't know a gosh darn thing about silver, gold, or platinum, but the wife knows everything. I love it. You know, there are stories I've told. And I can remember this one story. This female came in with her husband. Husband didn't know a gosh darn thing. And he kept interrupting us at the coin shop, calling her crazy, calling her a waste of money, and blah, blah. I mean, he just went on a rant. And she says, Jim, let me tell you something right now. Shut the heck up, because I'll deal with you when I get home. Whatever that meant, I don't know. But I just cracked up laughing. And Jim actually went to his car and sat in his car. Turned on the AC and sat in his car for another 20 minutes. So, we got to get more females involved. So I'm asking, especially the female stackers out there now that are watching this channel now. Talk to your female friends. Engage with them about stacking real money. Getting away from the no good dollar that has lost value over the years. I've shown this over and over and over again how much this has lost value. What silver has kept up with inflation for the most part. Gold has kept up with inflation for the most part. We got to protect everybody. It don't matter if you're male, you're female. You got young teenagers. You got young kids. I tell you, the youngest we can teach them. Start educating the young. The better off we're all going to be. Start teaching them young. As soon as they start grasping what real money is, because they're not going to teach it in school, right? They're not going to teach this stuff in school. We have to do it. Parents, grandparents have to do it. School system's not going to do it. We have to teach the young about real money. Physical, silver, and gold. Never mind this digital Bitcoin, meme coin, Ponzi scheme stuff. And it's really scary because you're hoping the people who are into this Bitcoin and meme coin stuff, you're hoping some big fish don't come in and sell off a bunch of it, and then some more people sell off a bunch of it, and you're left in the middle holding the bag. That's how this stuff works. That's how this stuff works. And you can't tell me that's not a Ponzi scheme. Because exactly what Bitcoin and these meme coins are. You'll be left holding the bag. Then maybe you'd be left holding for the bag for a while. So more people come in. Start filling up that gap a little bit. There will be never enough where it was. It'd be once more and more people realize how this actually works. People are going to get fed up with it and move on and will come rushing back to real money, real physical silver and gold, not this electronic paper junk that we see at the COMEX price for silver, gold, and platinum, and so on. That's how it works, these Bitcoin and meme coins. Some big fish sells, you're dropping in price. I mean, I don't know how to explain that one. I mean, that's exactly how it works. I mean, and we're going to trust these so-called other governments around the world to input their money into this. And if another country gets teed off at us, they sell their Bitcoin, and guess what? What do you have left? How much do they have? How much do they have? And how much do you have? And how much is yours going to be worth that much less? I'm just using that as an example, but you know, some people in this don't want to acknowledge that could happen. People complain when I say, well, how are you going to use it when the power's out? People's defense, well, you can't use that as an excuse. Well, yeah, you can, gosh darn, use that as an excuse. Because when there's no power, and I don't give this off for 2 or 3 days, when there's no power and you need it in an emergency, how are you going to get access to your funds? I can use silver and gold as payment. I can take it to a coin shop. Yeah, I work for one. It makes it a little bit easier for myself there. But for the ones who have a coin shop in their local area, use them as your bank. And what I mean use them as your bank is, if you have to sell it. Don't worry about day-to-day price action. If you don't need to sell, you've heard me say this before, and I'll say it again, don't sell. It's a long-term hold. It's there for emergencies. It's just act it like your savings account. You have a savings account at the bank. Act like this your savings account. Silver is up over 10% for the year. Gold's up over 20% of the year. I think platinum's up close to over 10-14% for the year. You see where I'm going? You're going to be, you would have done better with silver, gold, and platinum since the beginning of the year than you would have left money in a traditional savings account or even a CD. Hello? Proof in the pudding right there. Proof in the pudding right there. Yeah, there's some premiums with silver and gold. You might have to hang on to a little bit longer. Again, these two silver bars I got from an online bullion dealer on eBay. I'm not going to mention the company's name, of course. You've seen the paperwork that I've shown. February of 2024, these cost a little over $500. Silver was worth about $25 in February of 2024. That was the premium on top of it. It was about $22, so I paid about $3 premium on them. Look at today's silver price. I've done quite well with those if I needed the cash. If you took $500 and put that in your safe, you still have $500. You cash these in today. What, silver's $33 an ounce, let's say? Well, let's say the shop pays you $32. You got $320 per bar versus $250 that you would have saved in cash. I think I made my point on that one. Thank you all for watching. We're going to keep up with the Stop the Melt campaign. Come join us. Subscribe. We're going to do a giveaway July 4th. I told you, it's going to be a huge month in June. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for backing me up on this one. Stop the Melt campaign. Thank you to the viewers out there. I know there's a lot of you get riled up with the people melting down 90% silver. Let's keep getting riled up. Let's keep getting fired up. Let's get the information out there. Share it, share it, share it. Thank you for watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you this afternoon.